Rejecting weakness helps us build resilience, which is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and challenges. When we reject weakness, we learn to see setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning, rather than fixed limitations. This mindset helps us stay motivated and persevere through difficult times. In this video, we will talk about the best strategy for rejecting weakness and embracing strength. To maximize the benefits of this strategy, it's essential that you learn each step with precision. Before we start the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and join the family. Now let's begin the video. Step 1. Identify your weaknesses. The first step to rejecting weakness is to identify them, because it helps you to become aware of the areas where you need to improve. This may include areas where you lack knowledge, skills, or experience, as well as personality traits or behaviors that may be holding you back. To identify your weaknesses, start by taking a critical look at yourself and your work. Ask yourself these questions. What tasks or activities do I struggle with? What areas have I received negative feedback on in the past? What do I tend to procrastinate on or avoid doing? What skills or knowledge do I need to develop to advance in my career or achieve my goals? What are my personal or behavioral weaknesses that may be impacting my relationships or work? It's important to be honest with yourself when identifying your weaknesses. Try to approach this exercise with a growth mindset, recognizing that weaknesses are simply opportunities for improvement and growth. Once you've identified your weaknesses, don't let them discourage you. Instead, use this information as a starting point for developing a plan to improve. Remember that everyone has weaknesses, and by taking proactive steps to address them, you can become a stronger, more capable person. Now my question is, what is your definition of weakness? Please write your answer in the comments down below. Step 2. Focus on your strengths. Focusing on your strengths is an important factor to consider when rejecting weakness, because it helps you build confidence and a sense of accomplishment, which can in turn motivate you to work on your weaknesses. Just like you identified your weaknesses, take some time to reflect on your strengths. Consider what you're good at, what comes easily to you, and what you enjoy doing. This can be anything from technical skills to personality traits. Then, look for ways to use your strengths. When you're able to use your strengths in your work or personal life, it can lead to greater satisfaction and fulfillment. Look for opportunities to leverage your strengths, whether it's taking on a new project at work or volunteering in your community. Remember that focusing on your strengths doesn't mean ignoring your weaknesses. Instead, it's about building a balanced view of yourself and your abilities, and using your strengths to support your overall growth and development. Now the question is, what is your greatest strength? Please write your answer in the comments down below. Step 3. Set realistic goals. Once you've identified your weaknesses and strengths, set realistic goals that can help you improve in areas where you may be lacking. Goals can help you stay motivated and focused on your areas for improvement, but it's important to set goals that are achievable and realistic. When setting goals, it's important to consider your resources and constraints. This might include your time, energy, and financial resources, as well as any other commitments or limitations you may have. Make sure to break goals down into smaller steps. Breaking down larger goals into smaller, achievable steps can help make them feel more manageable. This can also help you track your progress and stay motivated. It's important to set deadlines for your goals. Setting deadlines for your goals can help you stay accountable and focused. Make sure to set deadlines that are realistic and achievable based on your other commitments and priorities. Remember that setting realistic goals is an ongoing process, and it's okay to adjust your goals as needed based on your progress and priorities. By setting specific, achievable goals and breaking them down into smaller steps, you can stay focused and motivated on your areas for improvement. Step 4. Focus on progress, not perfection. Remember, rejecting weakness is not about achieving perfection, but about making progress towards your goals. Perfectionism can be a limiting belief that holds us back from taking risks, making mistakes, and ultimately, growing and learning. It's important to celebrate your successes, even small ones. Recognize and acknowledge the progress you've made, and use that momentum to keep moving forward. It's important to focus on the process, not just the outcome. This can help you stay motivated and engaged, even when progress is slow or setbacks occur. Setting realistic goals can also help you avoid the trap of perfectionism. Instead of striving for an unattainable standard of perfection, focus on setting achievable goals that allow you to make progress over time. Step 5. Learn from your mistakes. It's natural to make mistakes, but it's how we respond to those mistakes that determines our resilience and ability to grow. Take time to reflect on what went wrong and what you could have done differently. Try to approach this reflection with curiosity and an open mindset, rather than self-criticism or blame. Own up to your mistakes and take responsibility for your actions. This can help you avoid repeating the same mistakes in the future. Make sure to identify patterns. Look for patterns in your mistakes or failures. Are there certain situations or circumstances that tend to lead to mistakes? By identifying these patterns, you can work to avoid them in the future. Once you've identified what went wrong, make a plan for how you can improve. This might involve learning new skills, changing your approach, or seeking feedback from others. Step 6. Practice self-compassion. It's important to be kind and compassionate towards yourself when working on improving your weaknesses. Recognize that everyone makes mistakes and has areas for improvement, and treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer to a friend. Start by becoming more aware of your inner voice and how you talk to yourself. If you notice negative self-talk or self-criticism, try to reframe it in a more positive and supportive way. Mindfulness practices like meditation and deep breathing can help you stay present and focused on the moment, rather than getting caught up in negative self-talk or rumination. Self-compassion also means taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental needs. Make time for self-care activities that help you recharge and feel good, such as exercise, hobbies, or spending time with loved ones. Don't be afraid to seek support from others when you need it. Whether it's talking to a friend, reaching out to a therapist or counselor, or joining a support group, connecting with others can help you feel less alone and more supported. Step 7. Develop a growth mindset. A growth mindset means believing that your abilities and skills can be developed through hard work, dedication, and perseverance, rather than being fixed traits that you're born with. Here are some tips for developing a growth mindset. Embrace challenges. Rather than avoiding challenges or setbacks, embrace them as opportunities for growth and learning. Approach challenges with a positive attitude and a willingness to learn from your mistakes. View failure as a learning opportunity. Failure is a natural part of the learning process, and it's important to view it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Instead of getting discouraged by setbacks or mistakes, take the time to reflect on what you can learn from them. Cultivate a love of learning. Developing a growth mindset means embracing a love of learning and a curiosity about the world around you. Make an effort to seek out new experiences. take on new challenges and explore new interests. Step 8. Embrace vulnerability. Embracing vulnerability is a crucial factor in rejecting weakness. Vulnerability is often associated with weakness, but in reality, it takes great strength to be open and honest about our flaws and areas for improvement. Start by becoming more aware of your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Notice when you feel resistant to admitting your weaknesses or asking for help, and try to challenge those thoughts with a more open and curious mindset. Sharing your story with others can be a powerful way to connect and build empathy. It can also help you feel more comfortable with your own vulnerabilities and weaknesses. Step 9. Take action. Once you've identified your weaknesses, developed a growth mindset, set realistic goals, and practiced self-compassion, it's time to take action. Having a plan can be a powerful motivator for taking action. Creating a plan can help you stay organized and focused on your goals. Consider breaking down larger goals into smaller steps and creating a timeline for when you want to achieve each step. Remember, taking action requires taking risks, and it's important to remember that failure is a natural part of the learning process. Don't be afraid to try new things, make mistakes, and learn from them. Overall, rejecting weakness is important because it helps us build resilience, overcome challenges, achieve our goals, and improve our mental health. By embracing a growth mindset, focusing on our strengths, setting realistic goals, taking action, and practicing self-compassion, we can reject weakness and live a more fulfilling and successful life. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to join the family and subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. I'll see you in the next video.